First of all, I want to congratulate our young people who came out in large numbers. We saw them last week on Tuesday. We saw them yesterday again. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate our Gen Z and those people who came out in support of the young ones fighting for this country. Because many a times we've been told that the young people are leaders for tomorrow. But here we are seeing them coming up saying, no, we cannot wait as we watch our country being thrown to the dogs. Literally, that the leadership does not care about their governance. They don't care whether the tax measures that they're bringing forward are going to hurt our people or otherwise. I'm here in support of our young people, especially the people of Bondo constituency. As your shadow MP, I want to tell you that I'm proud of the young people who've come out today. Come out to tell our honorable member before that whatever decision he made yesterday to vote yes to the finance bill was against our will as a people of Bondo constituency. And we are calling out on you, as I'd mentioned it on Ramogi TV the other day, that you are on watch. We are looking at you keenly as you go to bed with the current regime, careless of the actions that you take on behalf of your people who elected you to represent their plights, who elected you and expected you to speak on their behalf. All of us cannot go to Bunge and talk, but we expected you to behave as a mature and responsible member of parliament and vote no because of the draconian finance bill that was passed yesterday in the second reading. If you look at the bill, and that is affecting our young people, yes, the government is telling us that they're going to reduce, if not to remove, the tax on sanitary towels, the dignipads, and also the pampers for our children. But let me tell you, members of public, that the truth before God is this, that as a person who uses these sanitary towels, as a person who has used pampers before, that the pampers that we import from other countries are much cheaper than what we do in the country. So when the government tells us that they are going only to impose taxes on the imported goods like diapers and dignity pads, whereas the ones which are being locally done are more expensive, then in actual sense, what the government is telling us that we are not going to be able to afford them in totality. Because the ones that are locally made, we are not able to afford those ones as a people. And we have seen, we are fighting sanitary poverty. We are fighting the menses that people are using to abuse our children. And yet, the government is adamant that they want to impose taxes on something like that. And yet they are careless or not caring about our young girls being impregnated just because they are trying to afford the dignity pads. So I'm here to call on Ochanda as a member of parliament of Bondo constituency that we are put you on radar. And we are telling you, come Tuesday next week, if you dare pass and say yes to the bill, be cognizant of the fact that you are going to start the recalling of your member of parliament, and you are going to ensure that going forward, you serve as an example to the rest of the MPs who are adamant in listening to the members of the public who voted them in the office. If you look at that bill, most importantly, my people, Bondo constituency, what is there that people are not telling you about? That now the government is imposing a bill on us that is going to allow us to move from a freehold to lease agreement, where we are going to pay rent for the land. And that in actual sense means this, that the land that you possess as an ancestral land, that land going forward come 1st of January next year, you're going to start paying land rates on it. And when you're not able to pay the land rates, they are going to come for that land. They are going to sell it. Joturwa, udwaro ni land monyeo manudake manuchako godo kunyuolu. Udwaro ni mondo sirikalo bio nikecho chanda is going to vote yes. Mondo land mane ochaka uyawi kama no okenda. Mayude kaji odake. Bendegidwaro ni later on in life, when the people there are not able to pay the land rates, then the government is going to come for it. OMONDI, I support you to tell you that you're not on your own. As a leader, I'm in support of what you're doing. I'm in support of the actions you've taken today, and you're not going to lie low as we watch our member of parliament disregard our quest as a people disregard our request for him that he needs to go there and represent us. We did not relinquish our powers. What we did was to delegate authority to you to represent our people. So we expect you going forward to be talking on our behalf. We expect you going forward to be speaking on behalf of the people, because there's not even a single legislative bill that you've come up with in Bunge that is calling on your name. You are doing your third term. But I'm here to tell you as a shadow MP for Bondo that you're not going to go lying low for you, that you do as you please, whereas you're there to represent our people. I also want to call on the rest of the MPs who voted yes, that one thing you should know, as it is, the government is not even able to pay school fees for our people. The children are going back home because the school fees is not paid. Help they are not able to access. Whereas you are telling us that you're going even to reduce the help allocation even for this year on the budget for this year, financial year 2024-2025. We are calling on our MPs, come to Tuesday next week on the 25th of June, that please vote no, because this country does not just belong to the few you are in Bunge, but it belongs to these young people you are seeing outside here. And it is very unfortunate when you see the government just quiet while young people are being killed when they're demanding for their rights. Today we are mourning Rex. Tomorrow we don't know who else you're going to mourn. What if it is your child? These Gen Zs, we are all at this particular age are the parents of these children. When they're fighting for their rights, they're fighting for the posterity of this country. What they're fighting for is what is next for the other generations to come even after them. So let us support them. Let us come out. These laws, they are not being made punitive as they are for the few Kenyans who are not in Bunge. Today you are able to afford the bread. But tomorrow, when you're out of Bunge, are you still going to afford the same bread? Are your parents able to afford the same bread? So those are part of the pertinent issues that you're supposed to be asking yourselves. As we pass these bills, are we all able to afford these things as they are? Or we are doing that because we are doing it for the opposition? So my plea to the members of Parliament is that let us look at the bills carefully. Come Tuesday next week, let us all drop that bill, because nothing in it is good for this nation. Nothing in that bill is good for the young ones. Nothing in this bill is good for the women of this country. Omiomine na mabondo anyiso uni biashara kadibet matek mbele kaindi. Nekech onge gima uso Kenya ka ndi mwaloso Kenya ka. Majority of the things that we are selling in this country are imported. We are more of a consumer government, a country, than an exporter. So if we do allow this government to continue the way they are doing their things, not cognizant of the impacts of the things they are doing to the economy, then even tomorrow, going forward after the bill has been passed, then I'm telling you that even doing business in Bondo, katomena miusono, okbibet ni mayot, nekech fuele chande gidhimedo, gisiling abirio palita, idhi timrinade, ngamabok chao ni chiemo no koa enam, kikelo Bondo kacha monde usi, mtokama neme dhiidho, mondo ikel chieme chiro mondo jionyeo. Omiyo, let us look at this bill holistically. Let us not just take a piece of it and say, no, we are dwelling on bread, we are dwelling on dignity parts, we are dwelling on pampers. No, there are other hidden clauses within the bill that we all should read and tell our MPs that yes, the young ones have read it for us. Many a times we are told the bills have been read. No, this time around we read it ourselves. We read it ourselves, we've understood it from page 1 to the last very page, and we are telling you nothing in it is good for this nation. Therefore, I'm calling upon our people, and especially Ochanda, that what you did it. Maybe you wanted to spite someone, but here we are telling you, you spite all of us as the constituents of Bondo constituency. And we are telling you, your time is up, and yes, Bondo people, I'm in support of what you're doing, because according to us, Bondo is empty. According to us, we no longer have an MP. Thank you so much.
I make a question.
Yes.
Today we've seen the one guy from OMONDI trying to demonstrate for the rights of the people of Kenya outside Parliament. He has been arrested, detained. We don't know where he is right now. I just want to hear what we can talk about it, because it's a tense situation right now.
One thing that we should all know, that we have a constitution that guides us. Article 37 of the Constitution allows each and every one of us to protest, allows us to picket, and the same Constitution allows the people who are picketing, the people who are demonstrating, to be accorded security while they're protesting. So the arrest of Eric Omondi, as we've seen with the many, which happened even with the young people on Tuesday and yesterday, is uncalled for, totally uncalled for. And therefore, I'm calling upon the IG that make sure that and ensure that the people who are protesting, they are coded, they are rightful, according to the Constitution, the security that they need. Because arresting someone because they are saying the finance bill is going to hurt them is not one of the reasons as to why you should. Because according to the laws of Kenya, you're only supposed to arrest someone because they violated a section of the law. And in this case, the law actually allows them to do what? Allows them to picket and allows them to demonstrate. So we are calling on them to release Eric Omondi.
Apart from Eric Omondi, yesterday we saw police using excessive force to some of the demonstrators who were peaceful. We lost a young man named Rex. Many were injured yesterday. Maybe, what is the message to the police, maybe the IG and the government at large?
Thank you. Allow me first of all to appreciate what our OCS in Bondo has done by allowing our young ones to protest peacefully without anyone getting injured or them being arrested as we have seen in the past. And at this point, allow me also to stand with the family of Rex, who's lost his life as he's fighting for the rights of the young people and the rights of all of us in this country. I condole with that family, and especially the family is coming from Siaya, where I come from, and it is a pity that we are losing a young person, vibrant, just because they are speaking up against a regime that is so adamant and does not want to listen to the people. So I would like to, the IG, kindly we are beseeching you, that kindly reread the Constitution, reread your mandate, so that you know to what extent the police officer should go. Shooting, going to secure the lives of those protesting with live bullets clearly is uncalled for. We should not lose lives because they are trying to protect you. It's not like the things that they are protesting against are the things that are only going to help them. They're the things that are going to help you even at a personal level. So therefore, we are beseeching you to continue doing what is right and stop being a rogue like any other person who feels like because they're in an office, they can call on to anyone and do whatever it pleases them. We know what is happening is wrong, and we are calling upon you to please accord our children the necessary security that they need. Even come Tuesday, as they've already told us, they'll be on the street. We expect you to do just exactly that, just to accord them security, but not coming out with live bullets and spraying them carelessly in the name of dispersing them. We are calling upon you. There are many measures you can take, even to calm a crowd. Thank you.